Hi, I'm going to show you how to assemble our second item in our Christmas collage collection, and this excuse me, is a going to be a recipe album, a recipe box with 6 tab dividers. I've already covered some of these with the BoBunny paper, front and back. These are 4x6, and now we're going to do the assembly of the the box top, and this measures from end to end. It's unfolded. It's 11 by 7. So these are pre-scored, as you can see. So we're just going to simply turn this under and this under, because it's going to fold to the inside like this to attach to these two sides. So I'm going to put quick dry adhesive on these tabs, and you can use score tape if you wanted to. This is just faster. We're going to use some hinges on the bottom part, and probably maybe some in this, just to make it a little stronger. So we're going to fold this together and pin this up so that it meets, if you can see that it meets in the center right here, right there where the little blob of glue is. So we want to hold this until it sets for a minute and wipe up any excess glue, but I don't think there's going to be any in here. So, and then we'll probably put a little bit in these cracks. If you can see, these are just some of this where it's been scored, and just to fill this up with some glue on both sides and let it dry. So we want to clamp this down, give it time to really set up with that, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side, and put a pretty good amount of glue. You can see you want it to stick, and the same on this one. And fold it in, and then press it in so that it meets in the center right here, and hold it until it sets up. And then we'll put some glue right in this groove here, and right in this here. Turn it in there. And I probably, I have one that I've had for probably 10 years, and I've never had any issues with it coming in glued. So it's pretty, once it's settled, it's pretty good. So I'm going to put a clamp right here, and I don't have another one of those really big ones, but so we'll just put 2 of those right here. And so now you have the box. You can see the inside of it right here. Right there is glued together, and this doesn't have any, and these edges this will dry clear, and we'll cover it, and it'll be fine. You're just going to add some security to it here, and put a little bit more in here, and just set it aside and let it dry, and then we can tell how much if we need to add structure strips to it. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there, and this is your box. It has the 3 pieces. Well, it has 2 pieces, and again, these are scored on. It's just going to be the outside. So the first thing we're going to do is assemble this part of your box so that it looks like this. And to do that, we have to attach the structure strips from here to here on each side. And we'll do it first on the outside here, and then we'll go ahead and put some on the inside of this one before we close it up. And so there'll be a structure strip here and here and here and here. And so I think that I have these pre-cut. Let me see. These should be, I think they're 5 inches. Not sure, let me see. These are 4 3/4. So we're going to score it, and these are going to sit on the inside. So when we pull this out, when we pull the score tape out, we're going to set it just right at the fold. Not on it, but just right, just really close to it. And I can't find my little thing to pull my paper off with. Oh, there it is. So we're going to pull this off, and again, you can use the glue stick if you want to, and put a little bit of, zoom in a little so you can see. Scotch adhesive here, and then put it right in here. So we're going to place it just right on this score line, and I know you probably can't see it, but not on top of it, but just right at it. And then burnish it to this. So it's gonna look, and I'm gonna pull it up a little because I like it really to be right at the end of this. So it's gonna be, that's the one reason that we use glue, or that glue stick. So looks pretty good, and we'll burnish it down. And now we have this one that we're going to burnish this edge really good. Then we'll pull this off right here, this other side. And again, we're going to use the glue stick and some put just a little bit in the right in the crease, because I want it to oops. So we're going to just push these two together. So that now we have a box. It's just on one little side that's met, and we can burnish this here and here. So we have that. Oops, that done. A little bit of glue down there. So we're going to do the same thing on this other side, and I'm going to make sure, just kind of dry fold it and make sure that our hinges are cut to the right length. Again, you want to unfold it, burnish it, and pull this off. I don't know why I try to do that. I can never get them off with my nails. And then put some more glue on it. And I'm going to set this down. Turn this around because I'm kind of working on and set this just right outside this score line and not in it. Push that down, and so we want to hard time picking this up, and you see it, but we want to burnish this so that it just pushes itself into that fold. You can see that it's in there. This is right in there. So it's right. Good burnish. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to remove this one and glue stick here and put some glue down this score line just to hold it, and up here. And then put this here, whoops, put this just right on that score line and fold this up and burnish it. You can hold it nice and steady. Okay, so now we have the three edges of the box, and we have to add the other side, the long side of the box, which will be right here. I don't know why I'm trying to put it on the top. So this will be the side of the box, and then your lid will fit right over that. So, but before we do that, I'm going to put some, you probably can't see this, but I'm going to run some glue down this and some glue down this just to hold. You can use this or glossy accents, whichever you want to use. I just have this open and it'll work. And then we'll take two more of these, and I'm going to just make sure they're going to fit. That one fits fine. Move that over there. And this one will be a little bit short. Let's see about this one. This one's a little bit better. So we're going to fold these to the outside so that the sticky is on that, and it's just going to fit into the corner of that. And I'm going to pull both these off at once because we're going to just stick it down that crease line. And so we're going to put this glue right here. And we're going to stick it down into this fold right here and just burnish it down. And I'll show you in just a second. Okay, you can see that down there. That it's hard without the light, but that goes just right into this seam, this fold here and here, where we added the structure strips on the back. And now we're going to do it on this side, and the same way. These are folded to the outside and glued in. So we're going to pull these two off. And again, we're going to run some glue. Even though it has some, we're just going to run some extra glue down this. And I'm going to fold it in half. Where am I? Fold it in half with the glue on the outside. And again, just stick it down in this box, right up against right in the corner. And just, you'll kind of take your fingernails and run it in there, and run this one in there. And then let it dry. Okay, so now you have the two of these finished. I really don't think it's necessary to put structure strips on this, but we can if you want to, just to see. I would just probably paint it black and let it go. And now we're going to put this side on the same way. We're going to put our structure strips on these two, this outside piece, and so then it'll fold. No, that one's kind of. Then it'll fold into this. Oops. It'll fold into this piece. Maybe if I can get it up there. It'll just kind of sit inside the box and fold into that on that side. And let's make sure this one is long enough. So we're going to take these two and one more that is the same size, yep, and score these. And score this one. I scored that the wrong way. I scored it this way, and this one this way. So we're going to pull this off. And this like this. So we want this to be, always have to make sure, yep. So this one should fit just right up against the score line, like so, and then just fold it up and finish it. You can see that. It has a nice smooth edge, and the same on this side. And pull this one off. Glue. Like this. Right up on the score line. Just not on it. Just right up to it. Burnish it. So now we have this one and this one, and we're going to take this and set this box up in here on this. I don't know if you can see it, but it'll set up inside so that it'll all, the tops will match here and here. Like so. So your tops will all match and it'll fit in there at a nice angle. So I'm going to take this part and burnish that just a little bit more. this one off, and this one, I think we could do them both at the same time. I'm going to off camera, run this here up. So we're going to put this down, just set it in here, and I'm kind of working where I can't see. Put this right up in here, and it just drops right in. And I want to fold this around where there's a, and then this one is gonna sit inside. Whoops, I'm gonna fold. Dude, fold this one around so that it fits inside. This one's gonna need to be trimmed just a little bit. I'm gonna push this out. Put a structure strip on the bottom because it has a tiny space and it should. But we want to get it nice and just dry a little bit. So I'm going to trim this structure strip off that's just a little bit long. So, and now this is the inside of the box. We'll see how it fits. It should be pretty dry by now. Close. So your box is going to just sit maybe right on top of the box. There. So it just sits right in here, and then you can just pull it off. It's a nice snug fit. It doesn't tear open. And then we need to fix we're going to put the structure strip on the outside of this first so that we can get it straight. So we should have two that should go. That's not it. We should have one right here that'll go. This should be 6 1/4. This one is 6. This one is 6. And so this one needs to be cut to 6 1/4. Let me cut it right quick to 6 1/4. And I need 2 of them, so it may not make any difference on the inside. It's just this outside that we want it to be. Make sure. This one is still a little bit long. It's to be about 6 1/4. And up with this. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. So this one's going to go on the side like this, and this one isn't folded very straight. Really crooked, kind of. Let me see if I can do it again. Yeah, better. Or scored very straight. I guess that's the right word. I'm going to push it over here enough that it'll straighten itself out, maybe. Yep, that's better. These are just some leftover ones that I have. You never know when you're going to need them. So we're going to take this off here and here. And we're going to add some glue. And then we're going to add this, a little bit of quick dry to make sure it gets down in this edge. And take this side, and I don't know if I can see it doing it this way, but we're just going to put it right on the edge, right up here. We want it just at the edge. We're going to push this seam down. We're just going to burnish this edge right here, and then glue this one down and glue this side down. So now if we close that up, you can see the gap's gone. We'll put some glue in there, and that'll help make it better on the strength of this box. And I probably am just going to go ahead and put structure strips on all of it. That way it'll all, the edges will all look the same. And squeaking. Don't like the way that one looks. I'm going to lift it up a little and pull it. Add a little bit more glue. Put some glue down here. I just don't like the way it was fitting. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm putting some more glue here. And on this. And I'm going to just kind of burnish this down. I didn't have a real sharp burnish, so it's just going to make it a little better. Not want to take that glue. Okay, so now we have this box. Let that glue a minute, and then we'll put some structure strips here and here, and probably on these sides once this glues. I don't know why that's being so obstinate, but maybe it'll put itself down here in a minute.